So, that was a pretty eventful year, huh? To think that I've gained almost 80 subscribers in 1 year is mind-blowing. I thank every one of you for subscribing. I could not have achieved this in half a year, let alone a full one. Now some updates. So, I have been working on TFT. We've been reworking all the cutscenes so that they've been better than the old games, making it so you can see the full room and immerse yourself. Some cutscenes even have captions. Mainly what I want to talk about though is how hard it's been to make specifically Rec Room videos themselves. Because whenever I try to make a new Rec Room video, every time it's just, I have to get my Oculus, I have to plug it in with the phone charger to my computer, I get the right footage, and then I just download it into a folder called Oculus Videos, and I use it. But sometimes it can be really tricky to do that, especially when I'm trying to make any other video that requires footage of me in VR specifically. And that's why I was on a hiatus for most of November. And also another thing, it's been really hard working on TFT specifically because I've been working on tons of other games. Some games I can't even talk about right now, but they're going to be releasing soon. Other games I just haven't been able to work on. Like, if you see in my bio, it says Teddy. Teddy was started, I think, way before I even made my channel, or like a little bit after I made my channel, or in the middle of when I made my channel. And I haven't worked on Teddy since I made my channel. So you can imagine it's been like 4 months, 5 months, 7 months, I don't know. It's been a while though. And also, I just haven't been working on TFT a whole lot. It's been really hard to work on it, especially since whenever I want to work on it, there's usually not a lot of people online who work on it. Usually I work on it myself, but I just can't go through with it. So I've been relying on when other people get online to work on it. So yeah, it probably will release in 2023 though, which I always thought it was ironic that, TFT 3 took 3 years to make, but now it takes 4 years to make, and it's not really ironic anymore. Aside from the fact that it's 2023 next year, or soon, like in a few hours, as I'm making this. So it'll be, TFT was finished in 2023, or, and I'm probably not gonna make as many YouTube videos in a while. No, I've been working on, I've just been trying to get, like, videos out. Like, earlier this year, or before I had this big Christmas break, I was kind of struggling to get these videos out because I had to focus on both school and YouTube, which is really hard if you're doing it both at the same time, because you have to focus on both or else it's not gonna happen. But I've been trying to get this all out. I thought earlier this year that TFT was gonna come out in November at the speed we were going, but then we just completely stopped. I even, for a few times earlier this year, like when I was first starting this channel, I was taking like breaks from Rec Room because I just could not do it. But yeah, and also other videos have been really hard to get out because people want me to make videos. Like they tell me, or they should like they tell me we should make like shorts, like skits. The thing is, whenever I want to make skits, they've only been in like images, because that's the easiest way to do them without, you know, getting the footage, because I already talked about how hard getting the footage is. You know, it's, yeah. And whenever I community posts are another thing, because YouTube has been, you know, YouTube has been really funky lately. So whenever I want to make community posts, I have to either use my phone or use my computer, and it's harder on computer actually, because you have to directly go into your computer's files in File Explorer and put the image into YouTube. And usually it takes a really long time, but for phones it's really easy, so that's why I usually go back and forth. But yeah, also this new editing software, Clipchamp, it's way better than Photos, because I can do actual effects now, like fade in, fade out, green screen. That's a huge step up. I was relying on my brother to help me with that earlier, but now I can just do it by myself, and it's not as complicated anymore. Like that 40 subscriber video, that was possibly one of my like hardest videos to make, because the original file, like the original project, got deleted, so we had to start all over the next day, and you know, it just took a while to get out. Yeah, it's like some videos, you know, they took like weeks to make, and some videos I haven't even made yet. I mean, well, not I have made them. It's just like, you know, I've tried working on them before, but because of that new Clipchamp Clipchamp being released and Photos being deleted, or at least can't use it anymore, I lost all of those old projects, all those old videos of basically tons of stuff, like I was gonna make a video solely directed on just me and my history on Rec Room, but that never came out because of Photos getting deleted or getting shut down. But yeah, I've tried to make other videos. Like I film videos and then I never can edit them. Like I made this Capuchin update video of the, what do you call it? Of the new update with the horror map. At the time I'm recording this, that has not been released whatsoever, or even edited. I record videos, I just never get to publish them or edit them. So that kind of goes back to getting the footage, which is really hard to do for the computer I have. And yeah, you know, for a long time on Rec Room, I've had this really big problem of I always get new ideas when I'm making other games, so I always start them and I can never finish them. So that's kind of been a big problem, especially with I've been focusing so much on TFT that it's starting to bore me a little bit. But you know, I'm still gonna make sure it comes out, and I'm gonna try to work more on it. I guess that's my New Year's resolution, to work more on TFT, get it finished, and move on. Well, it's been, I've also had really big issues with TFT because TFT 3, it wasn't supposed to take this long to make. I knew it was going to be longer than the others, but I didn't think it was going to take this long to make it. It was supposed to be like TFT Origins, because TFT Origins only took like a week and a half to finish. We were really quick with it. I didn't have the same problem I did before, where I had all these ideas. But the thing is, for TFT 3, I made new models, and basically all that was whenever I made new models, I would put the caption TFT 3 into them, and then it's like this overwhelming feeling that somehow you have to add that character in, or that label will not work. So like, there's some ideas I can't tell you guys, but there's this thing called the clones for TFT 3 that that subroom will probably get deleted because they're supposed to be for TFT Carnage. And once I put that label there, we had to make the whole subroom. And TFT 3, the thing about it is, it's never really been in order. I mean, it was started to be in order at the start, but then, we just started doing different parts of it. Like, we started skipping ahead to, like, the final boss, and then, the robot intro, and then, all that. We just mixed around. And another problem that we really had with it was King. King. King was basically a self-insert for TFT Origins, but not mine, one of the developers. And basically, a big problem we've had with TFT 3 is that in the storyline in TFT 3, King dies, okay? That's a really big plot point, because that leads into a big thing happening. But basically, the person who played King in that original TFT Origins game, they've been kind of doing this thing where they've been adding themselves into subrooms where they're already dead, so it doesn't make sense anymore. And I've had problems with someone else as that too, but it's kind of like they don't really understand the whole game, because all King has really done in the game, he hasn't even voice acted himself since TFT Origins, but he works on it regardless. I mean, I'm kind of the only person who really knows the TFT 3 storyline, so it's really tricky, and they kind of work on it without me a little bit, which, it's kind of a really big problem. But, it's, I don't know. It's kind of like they don't play the game through. They don't see what we've done, and they don't really understand it as much as they do anymore. So, yeah. For the end of the year, I was going to include this big, this big countdown that had TFT-related decor, right? Or decoration. And at this point in time, that's just not going to happen. Because at the time I'm recording this, it's 8:29 p.m. It's really close to midnight, which is when the ball is going to drop. And that's just not looking like it's going to happen. I was going to include some, like, funny stuff at the end or whatever, but yeah, that's just not going to happen. Maybe next year, though. Yeah. Oh, I will say, though, TFT has a very bright future ahead, because there's going to be tons of spin-offs, and some of them are going to be relating to the actual story. Well, probably most of them anyway. There's these really good ones that are going to be coming after TFT, the main series of TFT ends, which relates onto main like children of one of the main characters. Yeah, those haven't. The only thing that I'm talking about, like that one right there. Okay, that one only has the title screen made. Yeah. So this is kind of a big thing. We have the whole thing planned out, or at least like how everything's gonna go through, like TFT3, the next game, you know, and I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, Happy New Year's, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since I kind of made one of these videos, just talking. The last one I was gonna make, or like the most recent one I've made, is I think that thing with Blue Man I did about the No Eyes timeline. And another thing about that video, actually, is that directly after I made my video about that, Hamish uploaded these like teaser thumbnail things of No Eyes timeline and build timeline. And I mean, I know Hamish is watching my videos. Hi, Hamish. But I'm not mad about it. I mean, I'm not Hamish Tubby, so I don't know the exact story of No Eyes. Just like nobody else really knows the exact story of TFT. And another thing when this kind of happened was I made my video on Slendy Tubbies The Rises, and Hamish's video, So What Is Going On, Hamish included Lewis in the video, and he kind of talked about Slendy Tubbies The Rises, which, you know, I think that's cool that Hamish watches my videos. Yeah. It's been a really crazy year. Blue Man got hacked. Yeah. Blue Man got hacked, and we still don't even really know who the hacker was, because the supposed hacker wasn't even really aware that he was being questioned. He was trying to sleep, so it's obviously not him. But yeah. Some other things that have been going on that I like really want to talk about is that Candy, he's just been like a real dick. Like, he's just been this guy who's been, you know, he worked on Sheepy Sheep's Awesome Arcade, or he has been, and he hasn't really been doing he hasn't really been doing anything on it, because mainly it's just been me, XD, NerdVR, and Blue Man all working on it. Yeah, but he kind of did this really unforgettable thing where we had in the Sheepy Sheep's Discord, Blue Man was the supposed owner, but it was actually Candy, because Candy knew how to do all these like programming stuff, or like all this kind of what do you call it? All this kind of like he kicked Blue Man out of his own server, basically banning him from it. And then because Blue Man didn't want to get online on Rec Room, and that's just stupid overall. Like, that's a real dick move. But basically, what he's been doing now is basically joining the server and unjoining the server, back and forth, and just being a real dick overall. I know I already said that, but he really has. I mean, he's not really I don't know. He's not really a main person of it anymore. But he does have an event coming up in the Sheeps game, which is basically making it public. But yeah. I've kind of been just trying to get TFT done. I don't really know where the story... Well, I know where the story's going. There's going to be some really emotional scenes in it. Not emotional, but like... They're going to be really dark, I guess. There's going to be like fighting. But like, not like actual like... Well, there's going to be actual fighting, but there's going to be also, like, vocal fighting and kind of, like, self-discovery in it, which is kind of the whole theme of TFT3 of self-discovery, I guess you could call it. And, yeah. So, what I really hope for the new year is that we can get this game done. It's been so long since I last started this game. I started this game in 2020, right? That's when both of the first two TFT games came out. I thought it was going to be done by that year, that week, and it wasn't. So, yeah. I want to get a lot of things done. I've been holding up who knows how many games, probably like 30, that are unfinished and haven't been worked on in like at least like 100 days. Yeah, it's just been really great. Well, not great, there's been ups and downs, but you know, I guess it happens to everybody, right? Yeah. Happy New Year. Looking forward to the new year. Yeah. A lot of things are coming in 2023. Yeah. See you next time. Bye.